Time again for another installment of the basics, and on today's show I'm going to be showing you strategy for the first 3 turns of a game of Magic the Gathering. So I'm going to be shuffling my deck before we get started, and for this episode I'm using my green deck, and once I'm done shuffling the cards I will show you what to do. Okay, so I've drawn my starting hand of 7 cards, and I'm going to be doing this with the cards face up, obviously, so you can see what I'm on about. So it's your first turn, you have your 7 cards, and in this case, after shuffling, you have an abundance of creatures right off the bat. Not a good start, but you have 1 land. So your first turn, all you're going to be doing is putting that land into play. That's it. It's very simple because everything else in your hand is too high a cost to bring out. And you don't want to do it just yet. So, what you're going to do is, you're going to draw your next card. So, your opponent has gone, he's done whatever, it's back to your turn. You're back to your 7 cards and you drew another land card. This is actually good because now you have another land card you can put out. You have 2 land. So you're checking your hand to see if you have anything you can put out yet, and your creatures cost too much. So that's it for that second turn. You're going to draw another card. Your opponent goes and does his thing. Obviously I don't have anyone here with me. So turn number 3, you have another land, you might as well put that out, and now you can probably get one of your creatures out, and in this case it's going to be the Land Leeches, which is a 2/2 character. It costs you 3, you're going to tap right away. You're going to put out Land Leeches. So automatically now you have a 2/2 creature that can be your defender. And that's what you want out there. You're going to end up drawing your card off your deck. And that's it for your third turn. It really can be that simple. The other way of doing it is if you have more land than anything in your hand, you're going to want to put them down quickly, but you don't want to wait past the third turn to get a creature out on the battlefield, because by then you could end up getting royally screwed by your opponent. So at the very latest, your third turn is when you're going to start bringing out cards like that. Now, it's not always going to go like that. You're not always going to draw 7 cards that are going to mostly be creatures, except for maybe 1 land card. But the rule of thumb that I follow when I play is that if you have land in your starting 7 cards, you start putting down the land as much as you can. If you have a card in that hand that lets you put down more land and it only has a cost of 1, you tap immediately and you put that down. You have to get land out to be able to tap whatever else is in your hand. So as you saw what I did, by the third turn I have 3 land out, 3 mana, and that allowed me to bring out a cost of 3 card and have something on defense in case the opponent decides to strike. It can be that simple, but it is not always that simple. So you really have to be careful what you do with that opening hand of 7 cards. That's all for today. Have a great one.